Well, what's going on, guys? Robby Blanchard here. In this video, we're talking about Facebook advertising's guide to affiliate marketers, how to avoid getting your account shut down. Let's get into it right now. All right, guys, so in this video, we're gonna talk about how to keep your accounts in good standing as an affiliate marketer on Facebook and other platforms, right? So guys, one of the biggest issues that people have when it comes to running affiliate offers on not just Facebook, but anywhere in general, any social media platform, is having your account shut down, okay? Now, this is super important you guys realize this, right? When it comes to getting your account shut down, there is no bulletproof, there is no magic pill or silver bullet, right? It's just gonna happen from time to time. But obviously, as an affiliate marketer, our goal is, and just an advertiser in general, is not to get our account shut down. As a matter of fact, we're trying to keep them open as long as possible because the longer we keep our accounts open, the more money we can make, right? It just makes sense. So I want to go over 5 tips right now that you can use and kind of as a checklist to make sure that your stuff is as compliant as possible, and you're kind of teetering on that line where it's compliant but also it converts and makes money, because I think that's something that's important. Also, it's important to keep in mind that in my experience when it comes to Facebook, even Facebook doesn't know what's compliant, right? Because there's so many times where I will reach out to my Facebook rep and I'll say, hey, this got shut down, can you take a look at it and see what's going on? And they'll say, geez, I don't know why it was shut down, it looks very compliant to me, right? And so there is that, that's a disconnect, right? And that's one of the biggest frustrations that marketers have, especially with Facebook, because it seems like one hand doesn't know what the other hand is doing, and there really is no specific clear-cut, compliance things. They have, of course, they have their compliance policies, but there are some shenanigans that go along for sure, especially when I know a couple people that I talk to that have spent a massive amount of money on ads, and they tend to get some preferential treatment. But Facebook won't admit that, but I just see that, and that seems to be a trend on my end. But anyways, that's a whole other discussion. So guys, 5 things you need to do right now. First thing you need to do, guys, is make sure that you are not making any crazy claims on your landing page. You're not making any crazy claims on your ad copy, and also on your VSL, right? So when you are creating your campaigns, right? So if it's a weight loss campaign, you wanna make sure on your ad copy that you're not saying things like, hey, Joe here lost 10 pounds in the last 6 weeks. Click here to see how you can do it too, right? It can't be like that. You can't have any claims in the terms of like with two numbers, 2 time-based things, right? Pounds and weeks, right? You can't have those numbers, right? So what you should do is keep it more conversational, right? Allude to it without saying it. That's super important, okay? Also on your creatives, make sure you don't have before and afters, but images that are gonna also pique curiosity, create open loops, get people to click over to your landing page are going to be really important. So another thing you can do, guys, you can also use testimonials. Speak in the first person with that testimonial for your ad copy, and that's going to make a little bit of a difference. That's going to help you get and stay more compliant, but also get that social proof to get people to click over to your landing page, right? On the landing page, we also want to make sure that a couple things. We want to make sure we don't have an exit pop-up. We want to make sure that we are not using any crazy claims on our headline. We want to make sure that we have our privacy policy and contact number and ERMs and DCMA. All that stuff is really, really important to have, because if you don't have those things and you're lazy and you just have your landing page, guys, it's not going to work, right? So that's the other thing there. And then finally, on your VSL, a lot of ClickBank offers nowadays, they have quote unquote Facebook compliant landing or VSLs. And so what that means is they don't have an exit pop-up on their offer. They have a little bit more softer copy on their headlines. So make sure when you are promoting, try to look for the Facebook quote unquote compliant VSL. So that's step number 1. Step number 2, if you want to keep your accounts open for longer, guys, is make sure you have original content. So one of the biggest mistakes that people make, I see it in not only just in affiliate marketing, but I also see people do it in my course in Commission Hero, is what they do is typically they'll either spy on other people's landing pages, or they'll just take a template that's given to them, and then what they do is they just run it as is. They don't make any changes to it whatsoever, and I think that's one of the biggest things that causes people to get shut down a lot faster, is you gotta have original content, right? So it doesn't take long to take a page and use the skeleton, the framework of that page, and then put your own spin on it, right? Have your own headline, put your own images, create your own article, right? You can go on Upwork and you can hire somebody for $5, $10, $20 to write an article for you on that page. It's gonna work, right? So that's what you can do, guys, is be creative there. Also, taking images. So if you see an image that works well on Facebook or whatever, take that image, go to a designer and say, hey, listen, I need to have 5 to 7 variations of this image. I want to keep the same idea, but I want it to be different. Have a little bit of a spin, maybe flip the image, right? Those are the different, that's basically what's going to take to have more success, because What Facebook does is if so many people start to use and run the same stuff over and over again, it's the same thing over and over again, guess what, guys? They're not stupid, they catch on, right? And then what they do is they have all these bots, and those bots crawl through all the pages and they can find all these things there. And so when you do that, guys, that's a huge thing that you need to make sure you make changes to, because if you have a unique page that's different to everybody else, that's gonna make a big difference there, guys. So that's the other thing, guys. Make sure that your page has original content on there. And what happens sometimes is you'll probably see as you start to run ads, you get that notification that says poor ad experience, then you know that you probably need to add more content on there, guys. So that's step number 2. So step number 3 in terms of keeping your accounts longer on Facebook is make sure you have a fan page that is warmed up, first of all, and has a ton of new engagement and content, guys. Nowadays, the fan page plays a huge role in, first of all, the quality of your ads, how much you pay for an ad, and all that good stuff, guys. So it's really important that you don't just have a landing page that has 5 likes on there, 1 post, and you start running ads, okay? Because guess what? After a while, it's just not gonna work out. Also, guys, keep it in good standing. So what that means is nowadays you actually go into Facebook and see your fan page quality, right? You can see by looking at the page transparency part, right? And all you have to do is look at that, and when you do that, you're gonna be able to see how your page is rated, right? It could be a 5, which is great, a 1 is really bad. So make sure you take a look at that, but guys, the most important thing you can do is post content all the time. So I would say at least 2 to 3 times a week. Do some videos, share posts, share content. Also, I definitely recommend running a like campaign or an engagement campaign to one of the posts on that fan page. The more comments, likes, and shares you get on that fan page, the more engaged it is, okay? The less you're gonna be paying per click on Facebook, all right? The longer your accounts are gonna last on Facebook as well, and that's super important too. So make sure you take that fan page, take the time, and build it out as if you were building a business, because you are, right? Because we want our fan page to last longer, which is gonna help our accounts last longer as well. So that's number 3. All right, so step number 4 when it comes to having success online and keeping your accounts lasting longer on Facebook is to make sure you answer the comments on the ads themselves. So one thing when you run ClickBank offers, you tend to find that there's a lot of haters out there, right? Just in general when it comes to social media, there's so many people that comment negatively on a ad, right? They're like, oh, this is a scam, this doesn't work, blah, blah, blah. The video's too long, all this stuff. Guys, I think that it's really important that you respond to those comments, okay? Because you gotta figure Facebook is okay with negative comments, but if you're having a conversation with those people, it shows Facebook, hey, this person is actually a real person, they're engaging on these comments, they're engaging with the people with the ad, and that actually helps to keep your accounts lasting longer as well. So that's super important too, is make sure you're actually taking the time to not just block or hide the comments, but reach out, because after a while, guys, if you have 40, 50 comments, they're all negative and you're not replying to any of them, right? Facebook knows that, and they say, oh geez, this person, maybe it is negative, maybe they're not working. But if you take the time to respond to each and every comment, that's gonna help improve your page score. Also, it's gonna help improve your ad score as well, keeping your relevance score high, and also the quality of your ads high, and that's gonna help you keep your accounts longer as well. So that's number 4. All right, guys, then number 5 when it comes to keeping your accounts longer is just make sure when it comes to running your ad accounts, one of the mistakes that people make most of the time is they try to rush things, right? They try to run different offers on the same account. They try to do a couple things like that. So one of the biggest things you need to do nowadays, guys, you need to have 1 offer per account. So what that means is you should have 1 fan page, 1 domain, 1 offer per account. Don't be lazy and have a couple different domains on the same account running different offers. Don't do that, guys, because nowadays Facebook is kind of cracking down on that, and they have rules where it's like, hey, just 1 offer, 1 domain. Basically, it's 1 domain per account. So that can cause some issues, guys, because if you have multiple domains on the same account, Facebook will flag that and your account can get shut down. So really important, guys, that when you are running your ads, make sure you take the time to have 1 domain. Make sure you have 1 offer per ad account, 1 fan page, and that's gonna help you keep your ads a little bit more compliant and in better standing with Facebook. Hey, thanks so much for watching my video. If you like this video, then you're gonna love the free gift that I have for you in the description below. It's a free training on how I became the #1 ClickBank affiliate in the entire world, but more importantly, how you can make money online with Facebook and ClickBank. So guys, if you love this video, go ahead and do 3 things for me right now. First of all, give me a thumbs up and let me know that you love this content. Second of all, make sure you go ahead and comment below with any questions you have, because I love to answer your questions. And finally, guys, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because each and every week we're pumping out new content to help you make more money and be more successful online. So that's it, guys. I'll talk to you soon, and I'll see you in the next video.